all actually, yeah. This thing is tearing up my shit. It's not working the way I thought it was supposed to work. I'm gonna tow up this thing now. I guess I need to be playing to plan B. But this ain't it. I need like a little saw to tow it up. It's not even cutting through it like I thought it would. I'm gonna tear that off. And I'm gonna use another piece from somewhere else. I'm just over it right now. There's nothing but dirt down here. They didn't even clean this up, little bastards. All that dirt on there. Anyway, that's what I should have did in the first place. Still ended up making it look a mess under the door, as you guys can see. So that's where I meant that I wanted the quarter round to stay, because now there's a gap between here and the door. So I'm definitely going to get some spare quarter round. You know, I took the other pieces off easily, so I'm just going to get some more and actually put it right there. And I probably can paint it before I put it down there. So I'll just make sure it's cut how I want it before I put it down and re-staple it back down there. So there's no biggie. Yeah, whew. So I just want to get that done because tomorrow's Friday. This is Thursday, so it's just a little clip that's going to be in the vlog, but tomorrow's Friday, so I'll probably really get on it. Alright guys, I don't feel like making a mess inside the house today, so I'm gonna go out on the porch and try to cut these pieces. So let's see how this shit gonna go. It's a nice day here, the cicadas, insects, whatever, they loud as fuck. Anyway, let's see if we can get this shit done. Cut. Hey, I'm getting good at this shit. Anyway, let's turn on this damn thing, make all this damn noise. I just realized I don't think I can put it outside. I might can. Hold on. You know, you guys know I have a sloped wall, so it goes highest point down. So that's 60 1/8. It's pretty good, but if you look how high it is in one corner compared to the other, you guys think that's gonna matter? You guys can see. So for instance, over here, it stops like right here, so where my arm is. But then when you move it over here, it's going to be right there. But the only thing is you'll only see it when you close the door. It'll be straight, but you know my wall is slanted, so I'm assuming that's how it's supposed to go. So I'm going to do, so the height is like 60 1/8 height. So I'm gonna go research right quick on what does she call, on Pinterest or internet, and see, is that weird or is that right, or it'll all even out in the end. I mean, it's gonna have to, but I ain't got no choice. So, and of course I'll never like put any pictures past the door, so it'll really look really even. It just be when you close the door, it might be odd, but it is what it fucking is. There you go. So I'm just gonna look up slanted ceiling board and batting just to get an idea of, like, does it matter? Does it look weird? I didn't even think to look that up first, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Oh, no, it's gonna be dope. Okay. Okay, it's not bad. Look. See how theirs is? So that's sort of how mine is gonna look. Okay. And that's actually perfect because, like, you know, mine is gonna be that white at the bottom and it's gonna be that, like, same gray that's in this den at the top. So that's actually gonna be dope. Oh, it's gonna be dope as fuck. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Because they literally bought theirs all. See, mine is not gonna even go all the way up to the ceiling like that. See, mine is not even gonna go up that far. I still have a lot of room between it and the ceiling. So theirs, they put it all the way to, like, to the edge, to the top of theirs. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Okay, I feel better now. Oh, they even have one that's like a triangle right there. Y'all see that? Okay, I feel better. You know me, I just feel like this shit can be dope. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all know I'm crazy. I'll be back. Tonight y'all probably see why I want a door with a window, because see how much darker it gets when there's no like light. If there was a light in the window, if they had a window, then this would, the light would still come through and still keep all of this light. So I definitely want a door with a bigger window. And I know people are like, you want people seeing? There's blinds, there's curtains. I love doors with like open glass. I think they're so pretty, and I want me one. Because when I close the door, it makes me feel dark and gloomy in here. You see how dark and gloomy? I mean, it ain't too dark, but I like fresh sunshine. That's just me. All right, let's see if we can get this other side together and leveled and straight and situated and weighted. Look. So this is a little framework so far. Okay, you can't really tell, but it's like here, here, here. I'm so fucking excited. Okay, let me not get too excited. Keoshia still gotta figure out how to get this bar across here. I might have to call my neighbor to help me. Okay, you guys, so you know that longer bar is gonna go in between the two, like, ones that's vertical. So I need to measure in the inside to be able to cut it and make sure it fits nice and snug. So I lose my pencil every 5 minutes. I lose everything every 5 minutes. One thing about the wall, it definitely has like humps in it. So when you put your handle on the wall, you'll feel like a little hump where he took the, what do you call those things? Those little strips down. So it'll definitely be a challenge. I'll definitely have to nail gun it exactly where those strips were and get it to be as pressed as much as I can. Yeah, so I might have to call my neighbor up here to help me get it up there. I mean, if it's snug, it'll sit up there, but I need to make sure it's level and everything before I nail it. So we'll see if I can do it by myself, and not I may have to call my neighbor up here or wake up one of them fucking kids. Tell them, hold this shit, hold it. I'm over here trying to make our house pretty. You gonna hold this shit. I'm such a bad. I'm a good mom, but I be like, I don't get no fuck. Wake y'all ass. See, but one thing about doing that, they be disgruntled and they'll fuck your shit up. I'm gonna beat their ass. They mess up my damn project. Tell y'all now, y'all see somebody with a whooping on here. Okay. So I'm gonna cut it a tad bit longer than I need it, because I don't want to cut it shorter than when I need it. So I'd rather be able to cut it longer and then sand it too. I want it to fit like snug. So let's see how this gonna go. It looks like it's exactly the right length, but I can't hold it up myself. Children sleep. I'm gonna go down here and see if my neighbor's busy. I'm gonna ask him to come up here and help me staple it right quick, and then he can go back down. So let's see if he at home. He's like, I'm so sick of your ass. Me too, I'm sick of me too. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, you guys, my famous road dog, Jayla Rose, helped sister out today. Preach right there, preach right there. And so this is what the framework is looking like. It's not the best, but it'll get it. But see, so we got that. And this one right here, it wouldn't, so these are the studs right here. So I made sure I put more than one in the stud. It's definitely not going anywhere now. Like, no use even putting nothing right here because there's no stud. And then there's a stud here. And so when I get ready to put them vertical, I don't know how that's gonna work. Well, actually there's a stud right here. See, like, so I'm gonna have to figure out where the stud, and I might have to, I don't know, I might have to do a little bit of glue, you guys. I didn't want to do any glue, but I might have to, because it might not stay, because like I said, there's no stud unless I figure out how to connect it to this board. I think my neighbor said I could staple it to it and then caulk it and it'll stay, but I really didn't want to glue in case I change my mind and ever don't want to have it anymore. And so what I did was I stapled these at a diagonal like that, so it was stapled into this piece of wood, because this piece of wood is on the stud. But as you can see, this is a little messed up. I'm actually just gonna put a bunch of wood filler in here and fill it up. It's not as flush as it should be, but it's level, as you guys saw, so I'll just fill that in as much as I can. And then once I put the ledge on it, you ain't really gonna see it. And it's behind the fucking door. Who gives a fuck? Do I care? Look, ask me, do I care? Do I care? Do I look like I look? Do I look like I care? You can't see me, but you know my face special. Do I look like I care? Okay. And then of course we'll caulk the edges. You don't put wood filler in there, but we will put wood filler here. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So then I'm about to put the ledge on, and then we'll be done. And then I just did kind of a rough estimate of what it'll look like with this going down, and I think that'll look really, really good. It's crooked because I look crooked, but it's actually straight. So that going down, so I'll get some more 1x4s for this. That's what I'm gonna do. So these are 1x4s. I like the 1x4. I think the 1x3s will be too skinny for my liking, but now I need to determine how far apart they need to be. That's the other question. How many do I want? Or how many quadrants do I want? So I'll probably lay some out and just see how they look or whatever. Because I actually have a couple of boards, but this one is a baseboard to go in the hallway because I pulled up the baseboard in the hallway. And then this one I got by mistake because I thought once I put the ledge up I was supposed to put a 1x4 on top of that one, but that's not it. They told me I was only supposed to do a 1x2 on top of it, so I was being extra. So it's not a bad thing because I do need another board. So see, it'll sit like that and it'll have an edge on it, and then I can put pictures, but it'll be like really thin. So maybe I should get like a 1x3 instead of 1x2s. I haven't cut these, so I can return them if I need to be. And this is the 1x4. I just feel like, see how it's not gonna, it's gonna need a support under it if I put it, like it's too long. So I don't know if a 1x3 would be shorter and probably fit, but I see a lot of people just use a 1x2. I've never seen anybody do a 1x3. So yep, that's what I know. You can't really see it because everything's white, but once I paint everything it'll look good. And so you see how the angle of the wall, it doesn't look bad at all. Actually, it looks really good. So I'm so excited. So I'm gonna have to piece 2 1x2s together. So I'm going to run it from the part you can see to behind the door, so when I join it together, if it doesn't look good and I can't get it as smooth or seamless as I want to, you won't see the shit because it's behind the door. See, that's how you gotta do stuff on here. So we're going to, so you see most of it'll be, come here for a second hand. Yes. Shut up. Take your minute. Go down there and open that door. I want to see how far behind you. All the way? Yeah. Okay. Now. Bitch got a perfect cut. Hey, hold on. Hey, get it. Look, it's perfect. Yes, get it, girl. Okay. We can't dance. Guys, so I cut it actually super perfect to match up, so I should be able to definitely put some wood filler in here and make this seamless. This part is like the most uneven part, so I'm definitely going to fill this in a lot with some wood filler for sure, all here and all there, just to get that a little bit more seamless. But everything else looks pretty good, and I did that because this is behind the door and I don't give a fuck. So now if we close the door, shouldn't have any issue. Alright guys, now I'm just gonna go ahead and caulk some while I'll paint it all at once, but why not go ahead and caulk what you've already done? So that's what I'm about to do. Caulking went so much quicker this time because I watched a lot of videos on, look at this, no pimple, it's gone now but left a mark. Hate it, I look weird. But anyway, I watched a video last time I caulked my bedroom on how to cut the actual tip of the caulk so much won't come out, and now I just barely open it so that I can squeeze as much as I want in and out. And baby, caulking is a breeze now. I don't make a mess. Last time it was a mess, caulk everywhere. Now it's really good and really controlled, so I love it. But anyway, so this is where we're at right now. So the wood filler is drying, but as you can see, I did caulk. You can't even tell because it's just so bright in here. There we go. So I did caulk right here because it looked like that with the gap. I'm gonna caulk this too. But I just caulked it all the way down, and I'm gonna caulk these too so you can see the gap. I'm gonna caulk those, caulk that as well. And I'm gonna probably caulk it while the strips are not there because it'll be easier to do one swift caulk. So I'll probably do that in a few minutes. And I've already caulked all up under here as well. So I'm waiting for this wood fitter. It's actually dry. I'm gonna sand this, and then this is where I had to meet these two boards together because I couldn't find a 12-foot 1x2. It only, the longest it came in, I think, was an 8-foot. So I had to join these two 8-foots together. So I thought this piece would be behind the door, but it's not. But it's closer to the door, so I don't feel so bad. If I did the other way, it would be like out there somewhere. At least if it's imperfection, maybe you won't tell. And then I need to fill that in right there too, but I filled this in as much as I could. And then I'm gonna have to caulk all of that once I get it, what do you call it, sanded and shit. And then this is the top. I don't know, you can't really see the tops. This is the ledge, but I might still go ahead and caulk it just to be politically correct. And then I've already caulked between where the wall meets the wood, and so you can't tell. It looks really seamless. I'll probably have to caulk it again because I thought about this and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna paint this gray too probably. So I don't think I'm gonna have it like white right behind this door. I think this is gonna be that same gray color so that it can like pop off the wall, you know, it's separate. So I think this is gonna be gray, so I'm gonna end up having to probably caulk it again, but that's okay. With that, so that's how that is, you guys. And then when I get everything in, then I told you guys they didn't staple this wire back to the doorbell, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably do that after I get everything caulked. I'll probably staple it like this. Let's see, I don't know if I'm gonna staple it on the inside or not. I can't really remember how they had it stapled, so I know I need to have a staple like right here to hold it. That one, not that top, but about that tall. I'll staple one right there, and I might just staple it along the bottom here. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, so we'll see how that goes. But I definitely got to do something with that cord because it's everywhere. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and caulk the bottom here, and then caulk under here, and then caulk the top. I'm gonna put a little bit more wood filler right there, even though it's not wood. The wood probably should be caulked since I caulked that, but it's such a big gap. I need to fill that gap in, so I think I'm gonna put some wood filler in there, and then sand it and caulk on top of it. It's behind the door. If it don't turn out good or look a little busted, you can't, you know, it's in the corner. It is what it is. You guys, so it's 1 o'clock. I gotta clean up and get ready to go. You know, I'm going for girls pool day at 2 o'clock, but this is the framework of it. So I basically have the whole frame done and caulked. I didn't sand. I'll probably sand maybe later on tonight, or maybe I'll finish the project next weekend or during the week. So this is what the ledge looks like. So it's the top of it. So it's really nice. I caulked here, I caulked the top, I caulked the sides, I caulked those all the way up the side. So it's all caulked, looking good. Definitely gonna be painted because it got scuffs and stuff, of course, from just carrying it home and at the hardwood store and everything. So just make sure all of this is smooth. And then see, you can see where they put two boards together right there. They did a lot better seamless job than I did. So I still have to sand all of this and this and that, and I caulked the wall, of course. So yeah, that's what it's looking like, you guys. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna put this 1/4 ledge on top or not. So if I put another piece on here, so now I understand why they did the 1/4 on top of the 1x4 on top of the 1x2, because it gives it stability. Because if you just did it on top of the other one, it wasn't stable, but this makes it even more stable. So if you staple it on there, it'll be good. But I don't know if I like the look of that. Does that look weird, you guys? Let's see. I'm gonna put it here so we can see kind of like the scope of it when you go down. When you look down, does that look too far out? I think it looks too far out. I think I would want to do a 1x3, so it'll be like This is 1 inch, I think, and then a 1.5 is a 1x2 is 1.5. So a 1x3 would be 2.5. So maybe it'll go more out there, and that wouldn't be so far. I kind of like that a little bit better, but I think the 1x4 will come out too much. So I'm gonna do more research on that. I may put another ledge on top of this. I don't know, but this one looks pretty good so far. So that's what we're looking at, you guys. I did caulk this a little bit, but it looks weird. So when I end up painting, you won't be able to tell. So yeah, that's what that looks like. I'm about to get ready. I will check in with you guys. Next time you see me, I should be in the car. I'm loving it already, you guys. I feel so accomplished today. All right, I'll be back. Guys, so I was trying to space the boards apart. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 boards, but one of the boards is going to be off right here in the middle, as you can see. So the last board would hit right here, so there would be a board right there like that, and then this gap would be a little bit wider than all the rest. Do you think it'll matter? I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, looking back far, you can't really tell, can you? I know the different sizes are kind of off-putting, but I don't think it's enough space for you to actually be able to tell that they're gonna be that far apart, if that makes sense. Like, it's a couple of inches. Like these two right here will be a couple of inches. And I think looking back, you probably won't even be able to tell. I just don't know. I don't know. I hate this part. What I'm going to have to do is take a picture and cut them all off so I can just see the bottom where they're all even and see if it looks weird there. If it doesn't look weird, once I take a picture and cut all of these off, like chop it so you only see the top of the baseboard and the poles here, or the vertical poles, then I think that will make it look better, because right now it's not looking the best. So